So we're now going to start the back of this cushion. So this is the one side of the cushion, which we've made granny squares and we've connected them all together. So now to make the other side. So we're going to start again double thread, and I've got the light blue yarn on my hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working directly onto one side of the cushion. So I'm going to work on this edge here, and I'm going to be making the second side immediately onto this side. So I'm not making two separate pieces and connecting them, but immediately working from this side. So if this is the front of the cushion, like so, then I'm going to start from the top. So this is the bottom of the cushion, and this is the top side. And then I'm going to start with a double crochet, with a regular crochet in the very first stitch. The reason why I'm working immediately onto this and not making a separate piece, which we're then connecting at the end, is to make sure that it actually fits. Because I'm sure you will have noticed that sometimes you make two edges of something and you put them together and somehow it just doesn't all match up. So to prevent all of that, I'm immediately connecting the second side to the first side and then working on from there. So I'm going to start in the corner of this granny here, enter into the corner like so, and make a single crochet on it. From here onwards, I'm going to work only in the back loops of these stitches, and I'm doing that to make a nice and tight line on this side of the cushion, similarly like it was when connecting the grannies together. So on the first stitch, I pick up the back loops like so and make a single crochet, and I do this for every subsequent stitch, including the chain stitches, and I work my way through to the other side of the cushion. And when you get to a connection like here, do one in the corner, one on the connection, and one in the other corner. So that'll be 3 stitches in total. So I'm just quickly going to work my way to that center, all of the time working only in the back loops of these first row of stitches, like so. And I've chosen the light blue color because this is the color that's going to be having the single crochets in the repeat of the pattern that's to come now. Here we go, we're almost at the other end. Now I haven't worked away these ends from joining the grannies yet, and the reason for that is that I want to have slightly more options available for working them in and also using these stitches to do so. So I'll do that right at the end. So this is the last stitch here, like so. So now it's one stitch here in this corner, so in this corner here, make a single crochet, so also make a single crochet on that joining stitch, like so, and make a single crochet on the next granny, like so. So from here onwards, it's again exactly the same as before, making a single crochet in each and every stitch, like so. So continue like this all the way to the other side of the granny. So I've just made a row of single crochets all the way over from one corner to the other corner of the cushion, and now we're starting on the next row, and I've now got a white thread, double thread on my hook, and I'm going to start with a single crochet in the first stitch. And all of these threads I'm going to work them off at the end, but you can also do that now if you prefer to. So in that first stitch, I'm going to make a single crochet, like so. Then follows a half double crochet, the next stitch a double crochet, a treble crochet, so that's 1, 2, 3 times, then a double treble crochet. I hope I'm saying this right. So that's 1, 2, 3 times over, so that we can do it, take it through 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. So now you've basically done an increase with each and every stitch here. Now you're going back the other way, so now we're going to do 3, 2, 1 and 0 again. So that'll be once more a double treble, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, so we can go through 3 times, 1, 2, 3, now again a double crochet, a half double crochet and a single crochet, like so. And now you've made the first of a wave, and this little block here you're going to be repeating again and again until you get to the end. So repeat this until you get to the end of the row. And don't worry if your number of stitches aren't exactly the same as mine and you finish halfway a row, that's no problem. Just continue until you get to the other end. On to the next row. You've just done all of these waves all the way over to the other side. And now I've got the dark blue yarn on my hook again, petrol color. And I'm going to start in the first stitch here, which is a single crochet, and I'm going to make a double crochet on each and every stitch. So this is a reasonably easy row in that sense that it's all double crochets. That's 1 and 2. It is a good idea to count your stitches that you've made in the very first row when you were, so this light blue row here, count them, note how much that is, and make sure that in each and every row you have that same amount of stitches. Like I say, you've got, in theory, you will always have the same amount of stitches, but if you follow the pattern, but of course, you know, things happen that you accidentally forget one somewhere, or something else happens, and then your entire cushion can go all skew, and that's a pity. So you see how I'm making a double crochet on each and every stitch, and this is going to be a lovely wave that's going to go through the entire cushion. So work into the other side and make a double crochet in each and every stitch. So we're onto a white round again. I've got double strand of white yarn on my hook, and we've just made these blue waves out of double crochets. I'm going to start in the first stitch again, and I'm going to start with a double treble crochet. In essence, this is the same as this white round we've done before, but now it is offset by 5 stitches. So this stitch here we're going to be making here. So we're going to start with a double treble, so it's 1 and 2, 3 times over, and enter into that first stitch. Because it's the first one, this can be a little tricky. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And the next one is of course a treble, so that's 2 times over. So that's 3 times through. 3, and then a double crochet, like so, a half double crochet, and a single crochet, like so. And because, let me just take this out here, and I can see that you've ended, the stitch that you've ended is on top of this double treble here. So the next stitch should also be a single crochet to be in parallel with this stitch here. So at the end of the day, this should not, we're now making this white, we're making it a straight line again. So we're making again a single crochet, because we had 2 double trebles in the first round. We now also need 2 single crochets here, and then a half double, a double crochet, a treble crochet. It's 1, 2, 3, and a double treble. I always need to think when I'm saying this, so how many times over it is. 3 and 4. There we go. And now this we're now going to repeat again until you get to the other side of the granny, of the cushion, I mean. On to the next row, which is the last row before our repeat. I've got light blue yarn on my hook again, so it's the same as the one we started with. And in this row I'm going to make a single crochet in each and every stitch. And this time, so it's the same as the first row, with the difference that now we don't work in only the back loops like we did before, but in the entire, through the entire stitch. We're making single crochets in each and every stitch, and make that all the way to the other side of the cushion. And then you've reached a point where you can start repeating everything we've just done. And when you're finished, when you say, okay, I've made a piece of fabric that's large enough, so it's the same size as the first part of the cushion containing all the grannies, then you really have to block this side of the fabric, because it'll make a big difference to the final product. Because you can see here that to get these waves good, because this blue line should be completely straight, and you can see if I just pull it up a little bit, then that line straightens out immediately, and this is what you'll be getting when you block this properly. So single crochet all the way over, and then it is essence repeating the white, dark blue, white, light blue, and repeating 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and repeating them again and again and again until you get to the other side, and then block this piece of fabric, and then you're almost done.